Hey guys, just a quick one before we get into this video. We've got some Mates on Tour stickers going on and a new website, which is pretty cool. They're all just chilling and stuff. You put them on your car, you put them on your boat, over there, whatever you want. Yeah, so the website's live. It's www.matesontour.com.au, or you can find it in the description below or the bio on our Instagram or anything like that. Yeah, there's blogs about sort of like our previous trips we've done and a whole bunch of photos and stuff. So yeah, just go check that out. Let's get into the video.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. The memories spark and motivate and make the industry.
Alright, well, welcome back to Mates on Tour. Today we're doing a bit of a, I don't even know what you call it, it's not even maintenance. We've got to replace this big sucker over here. So, I bought this boat last ski season to surprise everyone with. Brought it, dropped it in the water, drove for about 10 minutes, picked everyone up, and it blew a rod out the side of the engine. Basically the rod's gone around in circles and just helicoptered the engine so you can see through it, and it's toast. So I've got a new one lined up. We've got to pull this off and then do an exchange on it. So that's what we're here doing today. And luckily, we've got a mate who's got some stuff that can lift some stuff.
Got a few tools and a forklift.
Yeah. Yeah. So
bring it, rip it into it. And
yeah. Like besides that, like there's no real reason to hang out with Brad. So
yeah, I know. I feel used and abused most of the time. Yeah. Like everyone was up here last night so they could use the hoist and stuff, but
yeah.
Obviously not really that good of a mate.
No one actually likes him.
Yeah, no one actually likes him.
But no. But yeah.
I'm that mate that has a hoist.
You are the mate that has a hoist. Basically, we just got to take a lot of photos, marks, because all these cables and stuff have to get all sorted out, and there's obviously a lot of wiring. But yeah, just make sure that, because it's basically the same motor that's going back on, but it's a bit more modern and souped up and got some cool things done to it. We'll talk about that later. So yeah, we'll take some photos and I guess we get into the shed and lift it off.
I think so. I think it'd be pretty straightforward.
It should be straightforward. It's 4 bolts. So this is the hole I was talking about. So basically this thing turned off like while we're driving. You can see, obviously you're not supposed to see through the engine. This is up in here. That's actually the rod. Yeah, so you can see all that up in there. So that's just basically been spinning around a big circle, and it's like chopped the whole thing all apart, which was great. So we had it at full throttle, wasn't running properly, and then it just started making terrible noises, and then I went to slow down and we couldn't, because it actually blew the throttle off the side of the engine, so it was just stuck at full revs. And it was a bit panic stations, but managed to turn it off and got towed back, and that's where we're at. So Stan and me bought something, blew up, and now we've got to fix it again. It's good.
The engine? That's not connected.
Well, it's going to be earth, and then this one that's been all mucked around with, that's probably power going to that.
That'll be a triple wire from the starter, probably.
Yeah, and then these, I don't even know what they do. They're doing something. Now, what's a valuable lesson that we just learned?
Disconnect the battery before disconnecting electrical stuff.
The motor just tried to crank over.
That's just a rookie mistake, to be honest.
It's distracting. You got pizza. There's Bathurst Day. You got Bathurst in the background. That's what we can hear. But yeah, we'll probably find this battery and pull that out.
Might do that.
Copy.
Well, yeah,
It's off.
that's it. That's the easy part done. Motor is off the boat. That wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad apart from that steering cable that was seized.
Yeah. Still don't know. I don't know what this does.
I feel like steering. I feel like this one was the original, and then maybe they didn't grease it and it seized up.
Yeah.
And then they've just slapped another one on.
Because this is the steering cable which runs to the steering wheel, but it wasn't actually bolted onto the steering wheel.
Yeah, it wasn't hooked up at all.
And there's another one that's exactly the same, which was doing all the steering. So hopefully with the new engine we just don't need this, but we're going to try and get it off just in case we need it.
Yeah.
But that actually works. I was a bit nervous about that. That was scary. Because it's one of those things, that this doesn't sit on the boat and then you bolt it on. It has to be lifted up in the air at the same time. So you back all the bolts off and then the thing like starts falling.
No, I think it went not too bad.
That was alright. So here's the old engine. And here's the new one. So obviously it's a bit bigger. It's got the alien cowl on it, which is all sort of aftermarket, which is pretty cool. It's just still doesn't look like it's in the greatest condition, but you can't, turns out you can't really get, it's really hard to find a 200 horsepower Mercury, especially a complete one, because mine, my old one, I don't think I've really mentioned it, but the hydraulics that lift all the trim up and down, they were all leaking and wouldn't hold the motor up over a long period of time. Like when you're at the bank and stuff, the motor would end up being back on the ground. And all the, I don't know what you call it, where the trim and everything bolts to all the structural pieces, they were all just like heaps of slop in them. So yeah, the leg and everything all needed sort of a once over, plus the engine had a hole in it. So the best option was just to get a full, complete motor. This one mixes the oil with it. So put your oil in there and just put fuel in it, but I think we're just going to blank that off just because apparently, I don't know, you trust it more if you've mixed your own fuel basically, especially if you're trying to go a bit fast, which I keep telling myself we're not going to, but it's just it'll happen. We'll be seeing how fast it goes all the time, which is not not good when you're trying to mix oil that fast sort of thing. The only thing I didn't realise, it doesn't have like an air box on it at all. So we got to, I don't know if it's fine to run it without it, because some people do, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure out that a bit later, but right now I've got the boat up at Brad's, so I'm just going to nick around there, throw this bad boy on and see how we go. Hopefully it all just bolts up and plugs in like we think it's going to. So let's get into it. So the motor's all off and we've got one of these doodads now. So that's way better. So as you can see, it's actually hanging straight rather than the sling we had, which Brad's very happy about.
Yeah, I think it's good.
But it's come with a lot of extra wires, which we don't know what's going on with that yet.
Oh, I've just got to figure it out. Just have a look.
Trusty Google, hey?
No, I'm just having a look at the photos of the solenoids with the trim on the other one.
Yeah.
Because I think that's probably what these are for, and we're just going to figure out what goes where.
Yeah, copy.
I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground then it go off, yeah, hit the ground then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, yeah, I hit the ground then it go off, yeah, hit the ground then it go off, yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time.
Oh, moment of truth, you reckon? I don't know. Well, you put it on.
I reckon that battery's flat.
I reckon the battery's flat too.
I didn't get the jump started. That was exciting.
Oh, jumper cables in the car.
Stressful.
That was a thing. It's got smoke coming out of where it should have smoke coming from, so that's a good thing. Stinks.
Hey?
It stinks.
Sort of ran.
I'd say that's good. Alright, well Brad's just putting the final finishing touches on it now. He's been working hard. Doing all the white. He's basically redone the whole loom for it. Yeah, hopefully we put some water through it so we can actually turn it on properly, because otherwise you stuff all your impeller and stuff like that, which isn't good for it. So hopefully with water going through it, we're not too scared to give it some revs when it actually fires up. So hopefully,
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed.
I don't think it's just going to fire up no drums. I think it might be a little bit of
Yeah, also
to get it going, but we'll see.
probably doesn't help the fuel's like a year old too. So,
Old fuel.
but we'll see. We'll see.
If it gets going, I think we'll be in luck.
Nah, supposed to pump water out of here, I think. And it's dribbled. It obviously needs a good service, but it runs. Woo! This is good.
It runs mostly.
This is one of the greatest moments in my life. Look at it. It's freaking sexy. And turns on. Turn the key. It's on.
You turn the key and it starts. How good's that?
It's so much better. It's just so much better. Just needs a service now, and we'll be on for water. Fortunately, probably first test run's not going to be at the Murray. Probably going to have to go to Eildon and be a lake person, but that's what you get when everything's flooded. So hopefully next weekend though, we're on the water.
Maybe.
You're skiing first.
Yeah, first ski.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Come on. These ones.
Yeah. If you can hold on to it.
Hey?
200 ponies is a lot.
Might rip my arms out. Elbows out of their sockets.
Alright, it's a different day now, so basically we're just going to give the motor a quick service, change the impeller over, try to get the water to the pump, just changing a whole bunch of parts over. We're basically done on the servicing engine part almost. Brad's just whipping up some new
Doing some
holders.
updates for
Yeah.
21st century.
Yeah, everyone's now just seen my shed and gone, oh my god, it is filthy. So a bit different scene today. But yeah, got all the new spark plugs in because some of them, they're all like super. Actually, that one's not actually that bad.
They're not too bad, but I thought
They're real rusty though.
we thought we'll just give her a bit of a freshen up.
Like-
We've just done
Yeah.
all new like cooling hoses, new thermostats, new plugs. Changed the fuel hoses as well.
Yeah, new fuel lines.
We're changing the gearbox oil, and then we're taking that off and then doing the impeller housing and all that. So
Yeah.
just
so we got
a
that.
few basic things that you can do, just so because we don't know the condition of the motor or how old everything is. It's just good to
Yeah.
throw a few little parts at it, so we know that it'll should go.
Be working. Yeah, so we got all the. So that's obviously that's your engine, but the leg, they call that the gearbox. So drain the oil out there. So that's all basically ready to go. And all the impeller, which pumps the water through the engine, that's all in this sort of section through here. Because there was supposed to be water coming out of this little black hose here. Telltale. Jeez, you got all the
Hey?
you got
Yeah.
all the terminology now, don't you?
That's it. I'm basically a boat mechanic now.
Yeah. So Brad went and had a lovely chat with the boat guy
The boat guy
for like an hour.
told me some things. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he told me heaps actually. He was really handy.
Yeah. Yeah. So Brad's a full-blown boat mechanic now. Not
Yeah.
bad for a diesel mechanic.
Fix yellow tractors.
Yeah. I've just finished making up this fully sick custom good fab work plate there because we're doing a 2-stroke delete. So oil. It's not
It's still 2-stroke.
Yeah, doing an oil is it a pre-oil mixer? Or it's just an oil mixer?
Auto oil, I don't know.
Auto oil mixer delete off the engine. So we're going to have to mix our own fuel. but that's just make it a bit more reliable. Just for when we're going full noise, basically. It can't mix the oil good enough, so that's all. Pulled all these little, I don't even know. That's just the little parts of it and whatever's left.
Yeah.
So that was like a whole section here. So normally there'd be all stuff there. There's a tank that goes in the boat, and then that way, yeah, it mixes the oil for you, but we're just gonna mix it ourselves in the fuel. It's just a bit easier, a bit more basic, so.
Less things to stuff up, really.
Yes, which is what we are after.
I don't want any stuff ups with this boat.
No, I'm sick of everything just stuffing up. That, for example, that thing. It's just, that's my lawn ornament at the moment. But yeah, a few little things to do, and then hopefully we fire it up and it all runs and does water, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully it pumps water. We haven't actually had a chance to like properly run it up yet.
Yeah, I'd like to give it a good run.
Yeah, like hopefully, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty certain it's going to pump water, but yeah, it'd be good to know after all the work we've done that it actually runs well and stuff like that. So
there's been a lot of time invested in this. We've had a full day on it.
we've spent a fair bit of money on it too. We haven't actually had a chance to properly run it yet, so it's a bit going to be interesting.
Hopefully it just works.
Yeah, I think it will.
It should be fine.
I mean, we did have it running, but yeah, it's like we haven't actually had a chance to properly go on.
I reckon we should be on though. And Brad's just tidying up all the wiring on this side.
Hawaii Pro Wire.
Yeah, basically. I think you're a diesel mechanic wanting to be an auto elect almost. It was going off at me before about how I cut my zip ties.
Yeah, they've got to be neat and stuff. None of this like one way and the other way.
Yeah, but no, pretty keen to get it running. So basically, get the engine sorted. That's step one. Get the trailer sorted. That's step two. Because the lights have decided they don't really work anymore. So we got to sort that out as well. And then hopefully, once we get it all going, take it for a test run, see if it all works, and hopefully get it done in time for the long weekend that's coming up. So see how we go. All right, so I pulled the leg off with the prop and everything all in one piece. Chucked it in the vise. So Brad's just changing the impeller part over. So there's, I don't know, there's some stuff in there. But this is basically, this is the old one. Put it in the light so you can see. That's the old one. We're really hoping all this rubber, that's like a rubber sort of, I don't know, turbine sort of looking thing. We were really hoping that that was going to be broken, but it's not. So we're hoping that just changing that was meant to make it pump water, but it looks like it probably did work. But the thermostats on the engine, which are these bits up in here, they're new and they were pretty average. So, but hopefully, all we want is water to come out of the engine when it's running.
Pretty much.
And then happy days, which we've replaced everything to do with the water situation. So hopefully, new hoses, new impeller, it's like the full kit with all the gaskets and everything, which you don't have to do all the time. But hopefully, changing everything, it works.
I hope so.
I reckon it will. I got faith in this.
Old mate did say, don't stress if there's a couple of gaskets left over, because they're from different types or something. So, but I wouldn't mind finding the parts breakdown and actually seeing what's meant to be there. Could have been missing some.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, daughter has fun on Yagi, her brain fried. My lady Papa Zenny, had her lady popping Molly while she waiting on me. You're in my area, keep on heading if you want. I drive it like you know, I don't wanna hear you. Just I ain't to know like I'm Bango, cutting my hair. I just keep going though, so she's gonna make us fly non-stop. Kelly is in New York, 구름 위로 hop on, drive out and ride.
Alright, well, Brad and James put a big night in last night. We're still up at 11 o'clock getting this boat ready. Rewired the whole trailer, got electric brakes on the trailer, everything. Still working on the boat this morning. Finally made it out to Bonnie Doon. Now's the moment of truth, just about to hit the water. I'm so nervous.
Oh, I can't go worse than last time.
It could, if it goes the same as last time, it's very bad. So last run last season we got 10 minutes, and then cost thousands of dollars.
So as long as we get past that 10-minute mark, we'll win.
Yeah. Hopefully it floats. I'm like excited but so nervous.
Brad.
Yeah, that's it. We're floating now.
I was just making sure he didn't back you off the ramp.
Yeah. Alright, Brad, you gotta be happy with that. We turn the key, it turned on.
It starts.
It starts.
It starts and runs. Water pressure's coming up.
Water pressure's up. That's good. That's the important gauge.
It's coming up.
It sounds different to how I thought it would sound.
And it's a lot quieter when it's in the water.
Yeah.
Well, we're off to a good start, I think.
Now we gotta get into the water, I guess.
So yeah.
I'm already celebrating.
We might not even get into gear. See what happens, I suppose.
I'll give it a little. You know all that. I'll just give it a little.
Yeah. Where are? Oh, we're on camera still.
Pretty quiet.
Yeah. Once it gets on the plane, though, it'll be pretty noisy.
I reckon, yeah.
Happy?
Is it pumping water?
The pumping water?
Yeah.
Seems happy.
Is it out the back? Is it pumping water?
Yeah, you got good strength on at the back.
Oh yeah, that's someone else.
What happened?
Oh, that was way up. Yeah, that's pumping heaps of water out the back.
That's good. We're laughing.
Alright,
We're on.
we're on.
Happy?
Alright,
Otto,
you ready?
let's see what happens.
See if it moves.
They got good water.
Don't flip her over. I love that little diamond. Yeah, that is a sad sight.
Yeah, she sings it twice now.
Twice?
Ah!
Pretty good stand-up paddleboard. that's mean.
It is mean.
Everyone's talking smack and I'm like PTSD.
And your boat's been running what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, I know.
It's usually your boat.
I know. I'm scared still.
That was one big paperweight before yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, that's true. But we seem to be running good. Seems to have a lot of water pressure. Seems to be running cool. Sounds a bit weird sometimes. We think it's not misfiring, but
No, just run. It's just run a little bit rough, to be honest with you. I think it might be the fuel.
yeah, the fuel on the boat's over a year old, so hopefully that's just that problem. But it seems good.
To the boat ramp. Go straight. Alright.
Well, you're going to do a probably.
We'll try. Now that we're this close to the boat ramp, it's safe enough.
Water the grass, you reckon?
I'll put a boat out that's on fire.
Trim right up and take off so we can get it to do a jump.
I'm not jumping this one.
What
happened to the last one you jumped?
The last one that we jumped is not doing too good.
It's not here anymore.
That was a successful mission.
I reckon it went
I'm
pretty
very happy. I'm glad that we didn't waste money and time because now it's actually good. I'm very happy with how that's gone. So
We made it back to the boat ramp on our own steam.
yeah,
Well,
which I have
we're not there yet. We
Firstly,
haven't got far to go.
my last 2 trips to the boat ramp, I have not made it back myself in the last 2 years. All right, well that was successful. The boat's officially working back on the water, which is absolutely awesome. It's running. I'd say it's running at about, what do you reckon, 85% good.
85%, yeah.
85% good. So hopefully it just needs new fuel because the fuel's so old in it. And then hopefully it just runs really nice. But yeah, it's sparkling. That's the main thing. And I don't know. Oh, that was a very enjoyable test run.
I was pretty happy to make it back to the boat ramp on its own steam.
Yeah, and we drove it for a long time.
Yeah.
Through some pretty rough water, so.
Hard to take the fuel went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good run, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But massive thank you to my mate Brad for helping out with all of it, and James doing all the welding on the trailer and stuff. It was good. Because yeah, there is no way I would have been doing this by myself. I don't have the skills or mindset to do that. So, and yeah, probably couldn't really afford to do it by paying everyone else to do it. So, thank you very much, guys. Because yeah,
Brad,
it's been
3 weeks in.
It's been a long time coming. Even like last night. We were up to swing your shit at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, rewiring on the trailer. Yeah.
So, I'm just glad that it's all paid off and we can use it now. So
rewarding actually having it run and go and
yeah. So now all we need is all these floods to calm down so we can go to the Murray and start having a good time. But yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you guys there.
to the pub.
To the pub.